more than a fat kid loves cake. Like, it's unreal. I'm waiting for him to I want Brian Kendrick to win, just because I know that if he wins this tournament, Daniel Bryan's going to get on a knee and propose. I mean, that's going to happen. And who knows, even if he loses in this tournament, he still might get a proposal from Daniel Bryan, so he may just as well win. But yeah, so Brian Kendrick pulls out the win some fucking how, some fucking way. The bully choke is so aggressive and just so awful to watch because it's so uncomfortable. But it's honestly just perfect. And he got the bully choke in after Nice missed a 450 splash. So he already didn't have air in his lungs, and then he just gets choked the fuck out. So honestly, that match was just nuts. Like, he had to dig deep into those bag of tricks because Nice just brought him to the cleaners and back again. I do regret to tell you that in the next round of the Cruiserweight Classic, Brian Kendrick will die because he will be facing Kota Ibushi. And Kota's probably going to kick the very head off of his shoulders. And that makes me sad because I am very much a fan of Brian Kendrick. I kind of always have been, honestly. So I really expect that match to be good. I will genuinely be 110% shocked if Kota doesn't beat him for whatever reason. Like, I know Kendrick's a veteran. He can pull out wins from his asshole 30 ways from Sunday, so it's possible. I'm not gonna completely...
I'm unmuted because I'm done now, but
Are you sure?
I honestly would not be surprised if, for some reason, they had like the veteran versus the world-renowned rookie sort of type thing. Like, it ends up being somebody like Zack Sabre Jr. versus Brian Kendrick at the end of it all. But at the same time, it feels like they're building towards Kota versus Zack Sabre Jr. And I would be mad, honestly.
Honestly, that's going to be when Elena watches it. Her and I are going to be at odds over the Gallagher and Tozawa match because, like, if it's Japanese, it pretty much I'm gonna root for it. But yeah, this tournament has just been fucking crackers the entire time, and I am so happy. I'm like so happy with every aspect of this fucking tournament so far.
This is literally the stuff that we deserve.
Yeah, I think I was actually talking to Candace about it because she really hadn't watched any of it yet. And I was like, this is literally wrestling. Like, this is why I'm a wrestling fan. This is everything. And it's so fucking great to be a part of and so great to fucking witness because this is literally just everything that wrestling fans should live for. Like, the matches are like 50 fucking star matches. These are pay-per-view quality matches every night.
And I think it honestly says, though, in addition to that, you don't need some ridiculous, quote, entertainment storyline just to get wrestling matches across. These are just pure wrestling matches. No background, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty awesome. So happy.
Yeah. Yeah, like these... Jesus Christ. Not enough hands. Just not enough hands. But yeah, so... where are we? I don't even know what matches we get next week. I think we get Johnny Gargano and TJP, which is going to be fucking nuts.
You ain't kidding.
I'm actually really pumped to see that. I don't know if honestly, I don't know. With that match, I'm really on the fence because, like, I could see Gargano beating TJ Perkins easy. But on the flip, I see it going the other way too. just because they're both such good wrestlers and they're both so versatile in the ring. I think personally that TJ's moving on, and I feel like the only person who thinks that TJ's moving on. Just because when that bracket was announced, I saw a lot of people saying, "Oh, well, thanks for coming, TJ," and I'm just like, well, I don't know. I don't think I would count him out just yet.
To be honest with you, I think that it's probably going to be TJ moving on, simply because even as good as Gargano is, it's so weird to see him go on when he's a tag team specialist at the current moment in their product.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he did move on, because he is a great talent, but I mean, I just see TJ going on just simply because of that.
Yeah, there is that. And I mean, granted, you're not really expecting a whole lot of, like, quote, storyline shit to develop from this, just because, well, it's the fucking Cruiserweight Classic, and that's what we're here for. I'm trying to find fucking the rest of round 2 without spoilers, which is apparently fucking impossible, because I don't want the spoilers. I don't. I just don't want it.
Are you good?
I'm just mad. I'm just mad as hell. I'm trying really hard to find this without spoilers, because I don't want them. I want to watch it and enjoy it with everybody. But anytime you go to a fucking dirt sheet of any kind, you're literally opening yourself up to all of the spoilers. Because apparently nothing is sacred in professional wrestling.
Not anymore. Well, you know what, one of the hardest things to do is sit here and be one of those people that knows that they book things a certain way, and you know how it works for, like, the basic structure of how it goes. You know it's not really fighting and all of this stuff. And you have to live with somebody that still has that sort of, well, this person could beat this person because of just the way they carry themselves, or, like, I live with my dad, who kind of has this thing where he seems to continually say, well, this person can beat that person just because of their size alone. And I was like, that's not how it works. Stop.
Not even. That hasn't worked since the 80s. Come on.
I mean, I want to sit here and, like, agree with him and have a good conversation about it, but I can't, knowing what I know.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so obviously TJ and Johnny is one of the matches.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's right. Zack Sabre Jr. is going to be facing Drew Gulak, which is going to be fucking mental.
Oh my god.
And then we get Lindsay Dorado and Rich Swann.
That's going to be fun.
That's going to be a nutty match. I'm very excited. I like Rich Swann. He's got a really great, like, attitude. Like, he just everything about him is just so upbeat, and I love that.
I want
just because I'm pessimistic.
With him and No Way Jose.
Yeah. Dude, my goal in life, guys, I need to have my No Way Jose dance party. I will, like, get a fucking sombrero, and I will Congo line with that motherfucker from fucking Lakeland down to fucking Largo. I don't care. We will go down the interstate. Granted, there's a lot of wrong way drivers, so we'll probably die. But I will Congo line with that motherfucker down the interstate just to get from point A to point B. It'll be majestic. I'll wear a sombrero. It'll be perfect.
Okay, we got 5 minutes left of the broadcast.
Alrighty, cool. Well, real quick, we're just gonna jump into it. Suspensions!
Suspension.
Pretty much everybody is getting suspended this week. It was announced that Alberto Del Rio was suspended.
And then literally several hours later.
Yeah. And then, out of the blue, Paige was suspended. Which doesn't make a lot of sense to me because she's not even on broadcasts now anyway.
Yeah, she was nursing injuries.
Like she's injured. What? What are you doing?
I think the difference, though, is she's on an injured leave pay, but when she gets suspended, she loses money.
Oh, I mean, that works, I guess. My thing is why are you drug testing her when she's not even wrestling? But whatever, to each their own. I just find it funny that they got suspended on the same day.
Yeah. Well,
and then Eva Marie gets suspended.
And the entire internet takes a collective groan.
The biggest thing here is Julie and I are unapologetically fans of Eva Marie. We are. We like her. We know some of our listeners don't. And that's fine. Like, professional wrestling would be boring if everybody liked the same fucking people. It wouldn't make any sense. That's fine. Our biggest thing is we don't like to insult people. We don't like to attack people just because, like, at the end of the day, everybody's human, for one. And we don't want to offend people that, listen to our show by bashing their favorites mercilessly, because it doesn't benefit anything. We don't benefit from it. It's just a matter of respecting the people that we know and how this business works. You've got your favorites. That's cool. We like Eva Marie. And we know that she's not a favorite at all. Whatever. Like, I could say, it honestly feels like beating a dead horse with Eva Marie, and I can't.
The thing that bothers
go
me
ahead.
the most is the way that people treat this simply because they don't like her. They suddenly make out the whole situation of her and the Adderall prescription, meaning that she's some sort of drug addict and shit like this. Adderall is not a bad person's prescription drug. No. A lot of people have to take it. And the problem simply was she did not turn in the prescription on time. There was literally nothing else with that. Though it does kind of make me laugh because Will had gone ahead and said this to me. It must pay to be the Rock's cousin, because the same fucking reason Roman Reigns got suspended, and yet he continued on past knowing that he had failed the piss test. So, There you go. Stop villainizing people until you actually know the facts, and even when you know the facts, don't villainize people unless it's something that is completely reasonable to put in a bad light. This was not. Just because you don't like her doesn't mean that you have to do this. We don't do this to your favorites.
And another thing that really blows about the whole Adderall thing is, yes, it is a very, very commonly used prescription medication. A lot of people are on it. But to play devil's advocate, a lot of people abuse Adderall.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there are certain medications that if you take them without a prescription, you get really, really fucking high on. And Adderall is one of them. A lot of people, this is just too much, but a lot of people will snort Adderall, and it kind of gives you a similar high to that of cocaine. Another thing that does that is Ritalin. So a lot of people will misuse these drugs, which is why they have such a bad reputation. It's why Ritalin, lithium, Adderall, like a handful of these drugs that are actually used for really good purposes have such bad reputations because people get prescriptions for them, sell said prescriptions, and people use them the wrong ways. And sadly, that's anything. You can do this, the same thing with Adderall that you do with fucking prescription painkillers. Like, not everybody who gets a prescription is a bad person. The only really bad people are the people who get the prescriptions and then misuse them or abuse those drugs. And all of that being said, though...
We're winding down to like 30 seconds, so...
Okay, so obviously we did our thing. We'll be back on Saturday. We will be talking about SummerSlam, whatever, and...
You'll see us active on the Facebook page, so...
We will be active, so we will talk to you guys next week.
Woot woot.